Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and I'm here at Pop Century and Art of Animation where they have started their gondola testing. They're actually running 3 gondolas out of the station right now, and they're all going to be running across Hourglass Lake, which is absolutely beautiful. So I will share this with you guys live. Try to walk around Hourglass Lake and try to match up with the gondolas here as we go along. Now we know that is just beautiful going over the lake. This is the one that I've truly been waiting for the view. So these are the first actual passenger gondolas between Art of Animation and the Caribbean beach. See everybody coming on. Welcome everyone. I figured this was going to be the next in line as far as gondola testing. So this is good news. We should start seeing more and more gondolas on this line now finally. But that is very pretty. Yeah, you're going to be really close to the water as you go by. It's going to be beautiful views. Now we'll see. Hopefully we'll be lucky enough that they'll come back, but it's later in the day, so they may just be sending them back to the Caribbean beach. D-Wood, you had me at Pop Century and gondola testing. Awesome. Greg, it is poetry in motion. I love it. So now they stopped them. So let's walk around. We'll see how long they hold them there. Maybe we can get a better view as we go around. Let me zoom out a little bit so it's a little easier to walk around here. I hear the warning alarm going off again, so they're going to start moving here. Oh, they're actually bringing them back. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we get another beautiful view as they come back. That is so cool. It's definitely better than seeing them going over a parking lot. Now look, those are moving fast. Look how fast they're moving. Now it's probably just an illusion because of the backdrop, but that looks like they are moving much faster than even they were at Hollywood Studios. That is awesome. That was beautiful. Hey, Robbie, they're adjusting the tension. So that's what they're doing now, is they're adjusting the tension. Bika, hopefully I'm saying that right. Can't wait to see them in person. Very, very cool. I hope you get to see them soon. Ryan, I wonder if they're going to have to do weighted testing as well. They will on this line, just like they're starting at Hollywood Studios. They've added more and more weight over at Hollywood. So the process will be the same here. As we see more and more gondolas and they'll add more and more weight, the testing process will be the same on all the lines. Zach, are they almost done with the outside of the stations? For the most part, you know, they're still working on a lot of the stations. They have some work to do on the sides here. They'll most likely put up railings, make it look a little prettier on the outside, but the station itself looks pretty complete here. Caribbean Beach still needs a lot of work. They have a lot of work to do on the surrounding area in the station, a lot of work on the inside, a lot of concrete and things like that. Hollywood Studios needs some love on the outside. As far as the inner workings of the stations, most of them are pretty well complete. Hi, Justice Plays. Rob, how'd you know they were testing today? It's magic. It's Disney magic. No, it's basically I come every day and check out all the sites, and you know, you just kind of put two and two together where they're going to start the next process. And just from seeing it for so long and talking to different people, you just kind of narrow the situation down, and here we are. Hey, Zippity Doodad, welcome. All right, so I'm going to walk all the way down towards the end because I would love to get some very cool shots of them coming towards us down Hourglass Lake. So hopefully they'll run them again. They'll bring them up and we can just get some cooler shots. Robbie, yes, that bull wheel is uncovered. You can see it plain as day in there. I believe all the other stations, they are covered. Caribbean might be exposed, but I think from what I've seen in the other stations, they are covered up. Albin, yes, the Hollywood Studios bus stops are opening tomorrow. That is true. And I'll shoot over there tomorrow. We'll get some cool shots of that. Charles, there you go. I saw the post about the bus stations opening tomorrow. Yeah, I put that up a few days ago when I found that out. Jeremy, do you think they will not open the Skyliner until the Riviera Resort is ready? The resort itself doesn't have to be ready for the Skyliner to go through that station. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to stop at that station. That'll definitely be the last in line. Obviously, they've started the testing here, so this will be the secondary station to open. It's possible that they could open prior to Galaxy's Edge. They could open this line and the Hollywood Studios line. But again, it all depends on how far they get with the Caribbean Beach. The Riviera and the International Gateway Station doesn't have to be complete for them to open these two lines. The Caribbean Beach Station has to be further along in order for them to open, because you really can't have a whole lot of construction going on there for them to open up the system. Charles, how far of a walk will it be from Pop's food court to the Skyliner? It's not that far. It's actually the 60s. We're in the 50s right now, but the Skyliner is right across from the 60s. So you basically, it's a straight shot as you walk from the Skyliner right through the 60s, past the Hippity Doo pool or whatever it is, right into the food court. So just a couple minute walk. Even the ducks showed up today to watch the Skyliner show. We'll see if they bring them back out, but at least we caught that run over Hourglass Lake, which I was really excited for. I just displays. Thanks, Rob. That's pretty cool. I'd love to be there checking it out with y'all. I miss Disney. Hopefully one day my family can live near there. I hope so too. It's just something you got to do, you know. It's if you have the means to do it, just find a way to do it. And you know, we did like a 2-year plan where we started planning to come down here, and we, you know, each little time we'd plan something else and figure something else out. And finally, we had the opportunity to move down here. Zippity Doodad. Hey, if everybody's new, make sure you hit that like button. Very, very cool. And subscribe. His channel is awesome. Load of great information. Thank you very, very much. Liam, hey, authentic crepe restaurant coming to the expanded France pavilion. I love some crepes. It's kind of a long walk around Hourglass Lake, but they bring these gondolas back out. It'll be a very cool spot to see them come across the lake from this side. Got to see them leave the station. This is definitely the fun of live video. Hey, I got a super chat from Matthew Kind again. Thank you so much, my friend. $9.99 from Matthew. Much appreciated. Definitely a super fun time when we see something new with the Skyliner. All right, again, this is all storage in here. This is where they were bringing the Skyliners in on the flatbeds. This is where they store all the hanger arms, which they're only down to about maybe 20 or so hanger arms in there now. So most of our gondolas are here and have been processed and are hanging over in the yard at Caribbean Beach. Which there's about between 300 and 350 now. So it looks like our sheaves have begun to move. Our haul rope is moving, so they might bring these back out. I don't know how well you can see that, but the sheaves are actually moving, which means the haul rope is being pulled around. This is going to be really incredible here, especially if you're staying at the resort and you're walking through. Really pretty pictures right here. Gondolas are so close to the water. You can see how the towers Just go right through the clearing down there, and that goes right into the Caribbean beach. All right, here they come. It was nice that they waited for me to walk all the way down here. At least we get some pretty shots. Hey Matthew, Faye and Casey, always welcome. Somebody turning 8 today, is that somebody have a birthday today? Is it Faye or Casey? That is beautiful. Just wait till these are all unwrapped. These gorgeous colors, the reflection in the water. Oh, this gets me so excited. This is definitely my favorite run. This is the one I was really looking most forward to. Bob Shelvoy is it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much for the $10, another super chat. Perfect viewing location, absolutely. This is what I've been totally waiting for. This was the spot. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous sight as these gondolas come right towards us. Yeah, too bad. It is a very cloudy day today. It's really chilly. It's overcast. No rain, which is a good thing, but it would be definitely nicer with those gorgeous blue Florida skies. But hey, we'll take a rainy day even to see, or a gloomy day to see how amazing this is. Zippity Doodad, gonna be here in 2 weeks from Friday. We definitely gotta get together, my friend. That would be awesome. Joe Smith, welcome. Disney Nerd Herders. Another 200 watching. Smash that like button. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Allie, there's never a silly question. Do not ever be afraid to ask questions. And yes, they will run in rainy weather. The only thing that will, they're moving them back. They didn't come all the way down towards us. But that's okay. That was really a pretty shot of them coming towards us here. But they will run in weather. They can run in rain, even pretty decent winds. The only time they're really going to shut down is if there's, true electrical storms happening or very, very heavy winds to where it's a dangerous point. But they have all kinds of weather sensory equipment. They can detect the electricity in the air. They can detect wind. There's the anemometers, and hopefully I say that right. I always get that word wrong, which are the little, let me show you here. You can't see it from this angle, but it's the little spinny wind direction thing that they have on top, that measures wind speeds. So there's all kinds of things that they can use to determine whether or not the Skyliner can keep running in any kind of weather. See, Melissa Gray 83, any update if the Hollywood Studios line has started a full load test yet? They've been gradually adding weight. Each time I go over there, you see more and more of the sag on different gondolas. I'm sure they're getting pretty close to where it's pretty full. They're going to start using cast members probably within the next 10 or so days. They're supposed to be starting that in the beginning of April. See, Liam Rob, will you be going to the new fireworks show coming to Magic Kingdom Halloween Party in 2019, along with 3 different ride overlays, Tomorrowland Transit Authority, Monsters Inc., and Big Thunder Mountain? I would love to do that. The Halloween Party is absolutely one of my favorites. It's good to hear that they're actually going to do some updates. I've been to it a couple times, and it's amazing to see each time, but some updates to it would be very, very cool. I just hope that they don't mess with the parade at all. The parade is phenomenal. But yeah, I definitely love to get there. Liam, ornamentation being added to Hollywood Studio Skyliner Station. I'm going to get over there tomorrow because they're opening the bus stops there. So I'll definitely be over there tomorrow to check out all the Hollywood studios. But we definitely got to love what's going on here right now, because here they come again. Liam, a permit recently filed that the state suggests that we could see some massive projection domes in the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster experience coming to Epcot in the coming years. Massive projection domes, would that be on the exterior of the building? Because I hope they do not make that exterior any more obnoxious than it already is. Not a fan of the Guardians roller coaster over there. I've said that before. D-Wood, yes, they're coming through the other side now. They'll run them back and forth between each side. Like Robbie said earlier, they're testing the tension on the haul rope right now. So see, Robert Film Vlogs, can you answer my question? Maybe I missed it here. I apologize. A lot of things coming in. You said hi, so hello. What was your question, my friend? Maybe you can resend it to me here because I can't find it yet. Robbie, that is very odd. There must be an RPD or tower default on the tower testing the tension. Is it odd that they're bringing them out on both sides? Is that what is odd? Bird, why are they going in reverse? They're bringing them in and out. Like Robbie said, they're testing the tension on the haul rope right now, so they're running them back and forth in and out of the station to do that testing. David, videos are awesome. Thank you so very much. Always appreciated. That crazy guy Bob Iger didn't get specific, but he said in a recent statement that Disney has a lot of future plans for Tomorrowland, hopefully D23 announcements. Yeah, D23 is going to be pretty awesome. I mean, there's so much stuff out there, so many potential things, more Hollywood studios, a fifth gate, Tomorrowland, resorts. D23 is going to be definitely a hot topic as far as whatever is going to get announced. Rob, couldn't you go from the TTC to Epcot? Let's see, to go to the Skyliner, and then go to Hollywood Studios. The Rob question. Let's see, could you go from TTC to Epcot? You could do that. If you were to do that to take the monorail, the monorail would drop you off in front of Epcot, so you'd have to walk through the park to get to the International Gateway in the back. So if you didn't have like a multi-day ticket, you would be wasting that ticket to go through Epcot to get to Hollywood Studios. So probably not that great of an idea. I would still stick with the boat transportation as far as that. Well, no, because you actually have to go to do that as well. There is to get to Hollywood Studios, there is a direct line or a direct bus line that goes from the Magic Kingdom over to Hollywood Studios. So that would be probably my best recommendation to do that. See, Robbie, only running up to that second tower sounds like the RPD default or hydraulic tension issue. If the pressure is too high on the tension, they will bring back the cabins. Okay, so that's why we're seeing them come out and then go back. There must be some sort of an issue that they have to keep bringing them back, or I guess they would run them all the way across. See, Robert Films, well, the last time I went to Disney World was in 2015. Definitely a lot has changed since then. You're definitely going to see some changes when you come back. Hopefully you get back soon. Let's see, Menu Rager. Do you have any ideas when the gondolas will be running? Kind of a hot topic, obviously, with the announcement of Galaxy's Edge. The ideal situation would be to have the Skyliner running prior to that opening. It's possible to have the Hollywood Studios line maybe open up end of summer, and this line here, since they've begun the testing. Again, it all comes down to what happens at the Caribbean Beach station, because that is the central hub. You know, that can't be a full-fledged work zone in order for them to open that up. So if they were to get a majority of that station complete by that time, they would be able to open up and maybe do some exterior work and things on the Epcot side. But that's the key to everything here, is at the Caribbean Beach station. Hey, Dragon Cave, welcome. Jeremy, do the gondolas float? No, I doubt that they do, and there will be no reason, because Doppelmayr has a very, very safe system, and they will definitely not see any water. So no need to float. Let's see, David, what's the view away from the station like? So, okay, we can show you a little bit here. Just got a little bit of art of animation. We're right by the Little Mermaid area. Pan around a little bit, there is Pop Century. There's the 50s and 60s. And directly behind me is the storage area, where they have a lot of components for the Skyliner. Just some different towers. Okay, looks like the haul rope is starting to move again, so hopefully they'll get the tension issue figured out and they can bring these a little closer to us. Robert, from the UK, it's a bit expensive to fly there, and I'm only 11. Oh, well. Hopefully you will get back here one day. Get your parents excited about coming to Disney. I know it's expensive from over there, but it's absolutely worth it. It's amazing over here, my friend. Tiffany, last time I was at Disney World was in 2010, but we'll be there in 185 days. Awesome. So excited. We're excited for you. Rebecca and Glenn, does the Skyliner ride cost money, or is it ride for free? No announcement that they're going to charge or use magic bands or anything like that. All Disney transportation is free to use. I don't see the Skyliner being any different. We'll see if there's any announcement towards that in the future, but as of right now, this is a totally free system to ride. Hey, Charlie the Cocker Spaniel. Hello, Charlie. Disney Life of Ours. Hello to our favorite peeps, the Disney Nerd Herders. Absolutely, very, very awesome people. Check out Disney Nerd Herders as well. They have a really cool YouTube channel they're getting together, so check them out. A lot of fun over there. Danny Girl 99 will be there on Thursday. Very, very cool. Hopefully the weather is going to warm up a little bit. It's chilly and just gray right now. We've kind of been going back and forth between really awesome weather and some gloomy weather. So hopefully it'll be better for you guys. Got a lot of carts coming back and forth behind me here. If you've watched my previous videos, this is like the resort that has the most golf carts and most utility carts that go back and forth around this path. It's crazy how many they use. Obviously, it's such a huge resort, so you know, lots of different employees, cast members have to get back and forth, which I can understand. But they are constantly zipping back and forth on these paths. All right, they're coming out again, slowly. Fingers crossed, they'll come a little closer to us. Patrick, sup? How are you? Let's see, Greg is heading over in early May, and Lily and Hope, it's time for you to go to bed. But you can't go to bed when there's so much cool stuff going on. But yeah, it should be bedtime. Danny girl, I'm from Marco Island, Florida, so we don't mind the cool down. I'm with you. You know, a lot of people travel from up north, and it's chilly when they get here, so it's kind of a bummer. But I'll take some cool weather. All right, so we stopped. We made it up to the third tower here, and looks like they're going to be rolling back again into the station. Yeah, it would be nice to have some blue skies. It is a pretty gloomy day today. I definitely want to stay in this spot because I'd love to see them come right overhead here. It's be really great, especially when they come right over this tower. Jeremy coming in April, staying at Coronado for the first time. Very, very cool. That is coming along beautifully over there as well. The tower is just amazing. Every single time I go by it, it just becomes more and more amazing over there. Jimmy B, won't they be going in the direction they're moving now? Yeah, they should be. They should be heading down in that direction and then coming back in this direction. Should be the normal running process for them. Now they can change that at any time. They're capable of moving in either direction. It's like they're going to bring them out on the other side again. They're circling around inside the station. So they'll bring them out on the other side. Danny going to be at Pop Century in the beginning of April. Well, this is what you're going to get to see. They're going to start adding more and more. They're going to really ramp up the testing here now. Hey Kevin, have you done any videos over at Art of Animation? We'll be there in September. I do. I have a video where I've done some walkthroughs and stuff for the Art of Animation, so you can definitely check those out. Just head over to passporttotheparks.com or check them out on YouTube. Robbie, these RPD sensors are definitely being a pain, it looks like. Yeah, they keep bringing them in and out in either direction. But hey, that's what testing is all about. And it is seriously getting chilly out here. You can see the water, the rippling in the water. There's a breeze and it's chilly, and I just got a t-shirt on. See, Sebastian, Rob, any estimates on wait times to get on a gondola at Hourglass Lake Pop in the AM? We'll have to change gondolas to get to the studios from Pop. As far as wait times, you know, again, it's not like waiting for a monorail. It's not like waiting for the buses where you're just waiting for a group of people to load all at one time. So it's a constantly moving process. For me to give a guesstimate as far as time, you know, it's going to be popular at first, so a lot of people are going to want to do it. But again, it's a constantly moving process, so the line will constantly be moving. You know, think of, again, the people mover. You know, how the line is constantly moving and people are constantly getting on and getting off. So it'll move fairly quickly, so the wait times aren't going to be too tremendous. And yes, you will have to transfer. You'll head over to the Caribbean Beach Station, and then you'll do a transfer over there to Hollywood Studios or to Epcot. Dragon Cave, can't wait for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to open. Absolutely. August is going to be pretty amazing. Smuggler's Run ride is going to be pretty awesome, but the Rise of the Resistance ride is truly what is going to be the breathtaking ride. It's a dark ride, but it's just supposed to be massive. There's all these animatronics, there's stormtroopers, actual stormtroopers in there, the actual AT-ATs that are supposed to be, 5-6 stories tall, these massive machines coming at you, and it just looks like a lot of fun. It's going to be a very, very popular ride. We can understand why it's taking a little longer to open just because of the massive scale of it. JL Rockies, great coverage. Any idea of the hours the Skyliner will be running? Again, just like normal transportation, it should run prior to park opening and after park closing. That's mainly when they're going to want to use it as a mass transit system to get people in and out of the parks during the heavy times, which is opening and closing. So think of it probably like the monorails, buses. They'll run, I don't know the exact times yet, but most likely an hour and a half or so after park close, probably an hour before park opening. Robert, yeah, that's a great name, man. We share the same name. Very, very cool. Robbie, can you hear any hum or harmonics on the tower closest to you? Any major vibration to throw off the RPD sensors? Yeah, you can. As I was right under it here, you can hear a little rattling in the wheels themselves. So that could be definitely a possibility. They're not running right now, but yeah, now that you say that, I did hear some vibration in the tower above me. Raymond, will the gondolas at least have a heater on it in the cold days? No, won't have a heater, won't have AC. All they pretty much would have to do is close down the vents on very chilly days. But they're definitely more concerned about heat than they would on the cold days. Once you get in, Florida doesn't get extremely cold. I mean, there's some nights that we drop down into the, the 40s, but that's usually later at night. If worst case scenario, if it gets that cold, they'll just close the gondolas up as they go across, and it won't be that bad. And once you get out of the element, out of the wind, it definitely warms up. Liam, all the new tram signs, Hollywood Studios, all the character signs, all that stuff. Yeah, we're definitely going to check that out tomorrow. It'll be a lot of fun over at Hollywood. If you guys haven't seen my article yet where I describe all the changes, especially in the front, the new front entrance, how they're going to redesign that new front entrance and everything, check that out. I got a great article over at passporttotheparks.com. Diz life of ours, haven't turned my heat on in 5 years. There's been a couple times where we've turned the heat on overnight. It gets pretty chilly sometimes when it drops down into the 40s. Danny Girl, we come every year in September for my birthday. This year we booked from August 31st for 8 days. 2 weeks later they push open the opening for Star Wars. Let's see, they booked for August 31st for 8 days. Yeah, so you're just going to miss it by 2 days, but it'll be open when you get here. At least you'll get, some of the tens of thousands of people to go through already before you get here. But you're definitely gonna get hit with some crowds. So there's very, very slowly moving the haul rope now. Probably hard to see on camera, but you can just see that the haul rope is very slowly moving. And you got more and more carts going behind me. Constantly, constantly, constantly. All right, it is Faye's birthday. Happy 8th birthday, Faye. Hope you have an incredible birthday. Everybody definitely wish Faye a very happy birthday. They watch all the time. Very, very cool. See, Zoe and Sarge, do you think they will eventually make a Skyliner to the Magic Kingdom? Very possible. Magic Kingdom is definitely one of the highest volume parks. There's all different modes of transportation out of there now. The Skyliner could definitely be utilized there. Disney will probably eventually look at other options. There's definitely other systems out there that transport even more people. So the potential to expand all over property is definitely there. Animal Kingdom would be a pretty hot run to run over in that direction through Coronado Springs, but definitely maybe something to join up the system to the Magic Kingdom is definitely a possibility. I think the Skyliner is going to definitely be the future mode of transportation. Some of the things that they do all over the world, I mean, they use this as mass transportation for cities. Just these huge lines of gondolas and the towers all over cities. It's amazing what you can do, and it's amazing where you can run these gondolas through. Let's see, did somebody possibly ask the speed? I see Zippity Doodad 16 miles an hour. The Doppelmayr D-line, which this is, runs at 7 meters a second, which translates to about 15.5 miles an hour. Doesn't necessarily mean that they will run at that speed all the time, but that's what they're capable of doing. Disney is trying to stretch the limits as well, so they might push that a little bit. They're going to try to push weight limits, they're going to try to push speed, they're going to try to push the intervals in between each gondola, all with the hopes of getting the maximum output for people back and forth between each station. This is fairly unusual. As you see, the proximity of these towers are very, very close too. If you look at the other D-lines, a lot of times the towers are far more apart because they're not transporting as many people. Again, Disney is really going to use this to transport a lot of people. So they have the towers are much closer together. There's more towers, and again, that's to support the weight that they're really trying to push through the system. Hurdy-gurdy, awesome. You subscribed over and or subbed over at Robbie's Facebook channel. He does a lot of cool models over there with the Von Roll Skyway. You can check him out. It's Von Roll VR 101 Skyway, or Sky Rides, I'm sorry, over at on Facebook. Very, very cool channel. He does a lot of awesome stuff over there. And if you ever have any kind of really cool technical questions, anything about the Skyliner, about gondolas, about the Skyway, the old Skyway from Disney World and Disneyland, hit him up. He's a wealth of knowledge about that stuff. Well, I appreciate everybody sticking around, even though we're just kind of in a waiting process right now. At least we got to see the Skyliners in the beginning go pretty far across the Hourglass Lake here, and they've been bringing them in and out. If you're just joining, they're bringing them in and out of the station. They're testing the tension on the haul rope right now. Also, probably seems we have a little bit of rattling. Could be an issue with the RPD sensors, and those sensors basically are on the sheaves themselves, and they detect whether or not the haul rope is centered inside of the wheels. So if it moves in any slight direction off center, those RPD sensors will detect that, and they can shut the system down. But right now they're just testing the tension, and they're making sure that those RPD sensors are working correctly. Marcia or Marcia, I'm not sure how to say that, but hopefully I got it right. Hey, we'll be there on Saturday. Wish they would be ready for people. Yeah, that would be awesome. Saturday definitely would be a pushing it, but at least you'll be able to see some cool stuff. They're definitely going to do some testing. Hollywood is in full force testing over there, and now they're going to start here at Art of Animation and Pop Century. So we're getting a little speed up on the haul rope again. Can hear a little bit of rattling above me. Take a cool look at what we're expecting. So this is exactly what we're looking at. Unfortunately, they are still covered, but they are amazing. They're going to be gorgeous coming across the lake. And this, I love how they even have this, the reflection in the water. It's going to be so beautiful. And we see that the character gondolas are definitely going to be a thing. I've seen some amazing gondolas myself that have just totally floored me. Scrooge McDuck, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Seven Dwarfs. So many cool gondolas that they have floating around out there. I got some really cool pictures. Again, find them on passporttotheparks.com, where I kind of zoom in through the white coverings on some of them. And you can see some amazing character images. Pauline, it is very exciting. I was exciting right in the beginning. Like I said, they brought them pretty far over the water, and now they're just running in and out of the station now. They're having some issues with some sensors. They're going to try to correct those issues. Then we'll be able to see some more fun here. See, Liam, Epcot's making significant parking lot adjustments ahead of the entrance area revamp. Yeah, Epcot, we're definitely going to start keeping an eye on Epcot as well as things start to progress over there. Pauline, has there been a release on what's going to happen during thunder and lightning? Again, it all depends on what the parameters of the system they have set up. The system is designed to detect electrical currents in the air, lightning, those kind of things, wind. So they'll have certain parameters set up that says, okay, this is where we cut it off. You know, the proximity of storms. You know, is there actual lightning versus thunder? Rain is not going to shut the system down. It all really comes down to electricity. And even with that, the system is designed to take electrical strikes. You can see the cabling that goes across the top. That's actually designed, the two cables on the top, on the two outside cables, that's designed to dissipate electrical currents as they go through, if one of the towers were to get struck. See, Brian, Rob, if the gondola is detached to slow down for people to get on and off, won't that mess up the spacing between the gondolas? No, it doesn't. There's a whole system that's in place. It's all timed. So as the spacing on the gondolas on the haul rope will all be significantly the same. It's all done by computers now. So as the gondolas go in, they'll have a certain number of gondolas that go through. They go at a certain pace. Then once the gondola is ready to enter onto the haul rope again, after a certain, after the previous gondola goes out, the system will know when that grip will reattach to the haul rope. There it is. It reattaches to the haul rope, reattaches, and then the next gondola will come out. So that's what this process is right now. That's what they're doing over at Hollywood Studios. Is they're constantly testing that line spacing. They're testing the weight, the speeds, to see what the max distance is between the gondolas that they can actually come up with. So they want to space these as close as possible, but again, to give you enough time to have a certain number of gondolas inside the station and on the haul rope at any given time. And that's all part of the testing process here. Zoe and Sarge, isn't it going to be really hot in those gondolas during the summer? Again, not really going to be the issue that everybody's worried about, because they do have the ventilation system on board. The gondolas are tinted. They're going to have complete sun reflection. We could most likely even have a fan on the inside. And again, the key here is that you're not going to be on the gondola for that long. This run in between Pop and Caribbean is less than 2 minutes. Same going over the Hollywood Studios, less than 2 minutes. So you're not on there for a very long time. The longest run is about 7 to 9 minutes or so, which should take you over to Epcot. So the heat is not going to be the overwhelming issue that everybody is so worried about. Brent, do you think the Skyliner will have transportation collector cards like the buses, monorails, boats? Absolutely. The transportation cards are very, very collectible. A lot of people love those. So guys, if you're not familiar with those, you can ask any transportation, monorail, boat, bus, even the minivans have them now. There's different transportation cards that tell about the transportation that you're on. And they're like little trading cards, like baseball cards, and very cool. So absolutely, the Skyliner will have their own. You can count on that. Paulie, my son has all the cards. There you go. Marcia, have you heard what month people can ride them? They are going to start cast member testing in April, and that will be over at the Hollywood Studios line. Should be the first in line for that. Outside of that, as far as the normal public, if by any chance they are able to get open prior to Galaxy's Edge, it would be towards the end of the summer, where you could have some soft openings, maybe some pass holder previews, those kind of things. But cast members will be among the first to really ride the system. And again, they won't unwrap the gondolas. The cast members will be inside. It's not what they can see outside. You know, it's not for them to get the views. It's more to have actual people inside. You know, the fluctuation of weight, how people react inside, those kind of things. You know, they can hear the music and see all that kind of great stuff. Pasta Fazul, do you think they would give out free Skyliner pins to those staying at the Skyliner resorts? I will be there in August. Very cool idea. That would be pretty awesome if they did that. Now, if you're at a resort that has construction, they hand out these construction pins. I know Coronado Springs has construction pins, which I actually have a set. They're the 3 Caballeros that says, "Please pardon our appearance," kind of thing, and they're 3 little pins. But very cool idea. Skyliner pins. Disney, if you're listening, there you go. Kind of some inaugural Skyliner pins if you're staying at any of the Skyliner resorts. So we'll stick around for a little while longer here. Hopefully we can get a view of them coming back out over the water. Castaway RJ, Rob, I'm excited for the Skyliner to open because I was born around 4 years after the Skyway closed in the Magic Kingdom. Very, very cool. And again, if you're not familiar with the story, I love telling the story. Von Roll was the original designer and manufacturer for the Skyway, which was at Disneyland and Disney World. Now, Von Roll was actually bought by Doppelmayr back in the 90s. So it's kind of came full circle to where the company who originally did the Skyway is now part of the company who's doing the new Skyliner here. So the Disney history kind of comes full circle. And again, check out Robbie Von Roll. His Facebook page has a lot of great stuff about that. He'd love to talk to you guys about that stuff. It's Von Roll VR 101 Sky Rides on Facebook. Definitely check him out over there. Liam, Epcot updates to be complete in under a year due to no date permits that were filed because they had to be complete within the year. Very cool. Liam, I know you have a ton of stuff that you throw up on here, and I'm sorry that I don't get to all of it, but definitely go back and check out a lot of the comments. A lot of cool stuff that he brings that's happening. Disney Nerd Herders, Robert Films, Skyliner will not be going to the Magic Kingdom. Not as of yet. It's very, there's potential for it in the future, absolutely, that they could hook up to the Magic Kingdom. Pauline, do you know if they are testing on the Pop line today? Yes, that's exactly where we're at right now. If you go back and catch the beginning of the video, this will post up on YouTube as well. It'll repost so you can go back. We caught them coming out of the station and going across the water. So that's exactly what they're doing. This is Art of Animation in Pop Century. So right now we're just kind of waiting, and hopefully that they would bring them a little further out over Hourglass Lake towards us here, because I want to get the view of them coming right over us here. I think it'd be awesome. Marcia, I rode the Skyliner in 1992 at Magic Kingdom. That was actually the Skyway. It's very much a different system than what we have here, but awesome, iconic. It was very cool to ride at Magic Kingdom. I rode it myself when I was younger as well. But glad you got the chance to do that. Not a lot of people can say that they actually got to ride that. Robbie, oh, I forgot to mention Blizzard Beach, the chairlift is a Von Roll. Very, very cool. I didn't know that. So the chairlift over at Blizzard Beach is also Von Roll design. Very cool. Sam Rob, is this the first Pop Gondola test? Yes, it is. They just started testing today. They're basically testing the, if you guys are just joining, they're testing the tension on the haul rope right now. Some issues with the RPD sensors. They keep bringing the gondolas in and out of the stations. They're sort of on a delay right now. You can actually hear a lot of rattling in the sheaves right now. So that's what they're trying to figure out and get that adjusted. I don't know how well you guys can actually hear that or not. The Muppet Vision 3D building being painted completely gray to fit in with the Star Wars theme. Or they're just going to try to blend it right in, huh? K Thump, I'm not sure how to say your YouTube name there. I'm sorry. Will you be able to take pictures from the gondola? Will they be on PhotoPass? That I'm not sure. I doubt if they would have PhotoPass pictures inside the gondolas. You'll be able to take pictures. You know, you can take selfies and stuff inside. You'll be able to take pictures out of the gondolas. How well those pictures will be because of the tinting on the windows, we'll have to see. But you'll definitely be able to take some very, very cool, you're gonna have gorgeous views from the gondola. So whatever pictures you can get, be very, very cool, so. How's it going, guys? Good. Nick, how many gondolas are on the line they're testing today? There are 3. They've been pulling 3 in and out of the station here. All right, well, all right, I'm down to about 11% on my battery, unfortunately, here, but I'll stick around and try to get some other footage on my, my DSLR, and I'll post that a little bit later as well. Awesome that you guys were here. Awesome that you got to see this. Definitely go back and check out the video right in the beginning. Oh, Pasta Fazul, you're giving me a super chat right as I'm leaving here. Thank you so very much. Always appreciate it. $9.99. I'm looking forward to all the new rides opening at Disney, but I think I'm more excited about the Skyliner. Very, very cool. I'm excited about it too, obviously. You guys know that. Having a lot of fun bringing this to you. Hopefully we'll get some brighter, bluer skies the next time we see the gondolas coming over the water here, so we can get some really pretty reflections and stuff. But again, thank you so very, very much for being here. Check out passporttotheparks.com, all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. You can follow me. Subscribe here if you haven't done so, and definitely hit that like button and leave some comments. It always really helps. Thank you guys for the super chats again. Pasta Fazul, thank you very, very, very much. Let's see, sorry, got my finger in my screen here. Come on, come on, come on. My buttons aren't working here. Bob, thank you for the $10 super chat. And Matthew Kind, again, thank you for your super chat. I'll see what I can get sticking around here. Hopefully we'll get some cooler shots, and we'll bring it to you guys later. But I'll definitely be back tomorrow at Hollywood Studios to check out all that great stuff over there. So join me again tomorrow. All right, guys, we'll see you. Bye-bye.